Chosen ones, this is why you have your own research now. And all these independent media channels, we're doing our own research, okay? We're observing, we're analyzing, and we're speaking up, okay? We're doing our own spiritual investigations by speaking up for injustice. And we know that we are somehow connected through God's Spirit, okay? The chosen ones of God, that is. I'm not talking about these vampiric energy zappers, gang stalkers, and social handlers, okay? Because there are terms called vampiric energy zappers, vampiric energy drainers, okay? They come in, they observe, they watch, and then they zap the energy. Try to, at least. They can't zap our energy. We're too strong. We're too intellectually, spiritually smart, okay? We're too in tune with the Most High God, and we're in tune with universe and nature. God, universe, and nature, okay? So that's why we listen with our spiritual ear, think with our spiritual mind, and see with our spiritual sight. But we know that in this matrix of a program and simulation that we are all experiencing, they are social drainers. There are people who are social handlers, who are social vampiric energy drainers. They're in all aspects of life, okay, guys? Not just on social media, but we know that some of these social media handlers, I'm gonna call them social media handlers. Okay, social media handlers. And if I talk too slow for you guys, put your finger on top of the screen and hold it, and it'll speed up the video 2 times faster, okay? Or you can put in your settings to speed up the channel, the little wheel. You can change the speed, okay? And you can put on the captions if you need to read the screen more than you need to listen to me. You can put me on mute, and then you can put the captions on and just read the captions. But anyway, I hope you are having a wonderful day today. Happy Sunday. Happy blessed day. All praises to the Most High God. But yeah, I'm like, it's some people be on social media. They're handlers. They're social media handlers too. I'm not talking about the people who are out here doing what's right and trying to go after justice because of injustice, and we're speaking out. Like, there's some people who be talking about gang stalking too. I want you guys to stop trying to tell targeted individuals and chosen ones of God to stop speaking up. Or because we are smaller channels, we don't have anything powerful to speak about. First of all, let me tell you, I don't know what channel you watching, but I'm a spiritual intuitive, and anytime God gives me a spiritual intuitive discerning message, I'm going to speak on my channel. Because you know why? I'm human, and I'm exercising my human rights, my civil rights, my freedom of speech, and I'm going to speak the way I want to speak. But no, I believe it's because a lot of us independent Black media are speaking in the truth, or we're speaking transparently, and our spiritual messages are getting heard and seen and understood and deciphered, where the truth will be revealed, because that's how God works. He works in mysterious ways on these mysteries that we be trying to speak about. So when you hear some of these spiritual people talking, some of them not all who they say they are. That's why you have to decipher and test the spirits, because they are on social media. They probably have high numbers, but not all of them are who they say they are. Some of them could be trying to work for the opposition and trying to be slick. Y'all see what Charleston White did. Y'all see what happened to him, right? See how all that negative energy that he was putting out towards the Black community, and guess what? And we were speaking up about it, and guess what? He got shut down. Glory be to God. In the city of Texas. Okay. You can't mess with the collective. You can't mess with some real true people who really be putting the work out for God. I mean, I don't know, who they are or whatever, but they be watching social media, and they are Black, And they're the ones that be really putting the work in. And even if it's demonic, some of them people don't like what you're doing to their people. Okay, because some real gangsters. And you see what the real gangsters did in Houston, or I think it was Houston, or some major city in Texas. Them gangsters shut Charleston White down for a minute, sat his ass down for a minute. And I don't condone any violence or harm to anyone, not at all. I wouldn't want to see anything happen to Charleston White, because he was saying some good stuff at first, but then when he got infiltrated, he started getting endorsed. He started getting a big head, like I was just talking about with the Dr. Umar situation. How I didn't like how he came out of his mouth and said anything about the smaller independent black media, okay, who've been putting in the footwork on this social media. And you wait 30 days. You tell this podcaster you waited 30 days to observe before you even wanted to say anything, because you knew that the race baiters, the smaller struggle channels, the click baiters, the people who just jumping on stuff to wait till they get out the way or whatever. You get what I'm saying? You wait 30 days to talk about Nolan Wells' case. Why? When all of us out here putting in hard work, putting our spiritual intellect from God, our discernment from God, and speaking up about some of the facts that we've been figuring out and finding out through social media. See, it's some social media handlers be trying to handle people on social media. They ain't no better than the gang stalkers I be talking about. The gang stalking perps, destiny swappers, copycats, and what the people who jump on things because we jumping on it and all this stuff. No, we making a difference. We speaking about injustice, and we ain't waiting on no justice. We going for our justice. We speaking up right away. We don't wait. You like that? They like them co-workers that be sitting there waiting, watching you do all the hard work, and then come in there and then want to sweep up. I mean, I ain't gonna say that, but want to shuffle some papers at the end when you done did all that hard work. You get what I'm saying, guys? So you can't be listening to every little channel because they big. They out here really fighting for justice for the black community. Some of these people receive donations from these parents and stuff, and still ain't got that school running yet. You get what I'm saying? Nah, you too busy on YouTube. You too busy going to Africa. You too busy doing other things. You need to be sitting your behind right on your YouTube, speaking up just like we are. And came out your mouth talking about you had to wait 30 days to upset. It don't take no damn 30 days. Soon as you heard about the Nolan Wells case, you should have jumped on it. You should have jumped on it like the rest of us jumping on. I don't care if we small or large in numbers on our social media. We as a collective can make a difference with our voice, with our speech, with our stepping up. That's why I'm going to always speak up for justice. I'm going to always, when I see injustice, I'm going to always even share a video, a breaking story or something. I don't care how much hate I get for it. Y'all see I get the hate. These commenters, these trolls be coming to my page. That ain't stopped me from speaking up. Some of these damn gang stalkers have been doing some real devil shit. And some of them are fucking eds. I done told y'all about the eds on my channel. Who you think fighting me? These damn eds, man. So anyway, chosen ones, all praises to the Most High God, Yahuwah through his son Christ, the Holy Messiah. We are in Israelites. We are indigenous to this land. And yes, there are some Israelites in Africa, but right now, God told us in the Bible, we ain't even supposed to go over to Africa right now until he tell us we need to go home, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And some of Africa ain't even our real true birthright home. Our birthright home is right here where we were born at. But yes, we know where our bloodline was from. Israel, Jerusalem, all of that. Yes. So, but the thing is, we have these old energy vampires. Wait till you do all the work, and now they want to drain the energy with that negative shit you want to come out your mouth and say. That's why I say, you guys, these people be jumping on the story. 30 days later, you want to talk about it? 30 days later, I will never be suppressed. And this is how I know some of these people have even the targeted individuals. Y'all are infiltrated too. Y'all have been infiltrated too, because y'all are coming on. Like if I'm on live, you'll sit there and listen to my live, and then you'll turn on your live and go live. No, you jumping on, you trying to suppress me. You trying to, because I don't do that. If I see a targeted individual that I'm subscribed to, and I know they're making a difference, or I don't know if they're making a difference or not, but the way your energy be, I know something ain't right about you. You know I'm a spiritual intuitive. I know something ain't right about you, because every time I start jumping on a subject, I talk about gang stalking, targeting individuals and stuff like that, you piggyback on it and you have a negative energy and conotone to yourself. And when you have a negative conotone to people who do videos, like Dr. Umar just was saying, you know what I'm saying? But listen, y'all, do your own research. Go find the most recent podcast that he was on and find what he was saying. I couldn't even listen to the rest of it. He had me thrown, because I remember all the times my ancestors was out there putting in some hard labor work, and some of the master knew what he was doing. He was trying to separate us from the haves and the have-nots. Okay, so this is what happens in Black America too. System, it separates us. It separates us from the haves and the have-nots. While the Black Americans out here fighting for their birthright and everything, they have these others are over here getting all the benefits and stuff, and then that makes them have friction with us, the real true Black indigenous Americans, to this land in which is not even real name is America. America's name is not really America. You get what I'm saying? But the point is, our ancestors were born here. Yes, we may have come over here on ships, okay, slave ships, but it was also some free men over here indigenous to this land from free African ships who came over here. Mansa Musa, a great king, riches and golds and all that, him and his brother, okay, he was the first discoverer of Americas. We were already over here. They was trading before the other man was even created. We were here, Black to this earth, okay? The first woman and the first man were melanated, okay? So I don't care what you say. I believe what I want to believe, and nobody can make me think other than God, okay? And if I'm wrong, I apologize, and that's it. But I'm going to still think what I want to think. I'm still an independent thinker. I'm still getting my energy and my spirit from the Most High, and ain't nothing nobody can do about it. But I know about these people who sit here and energy zap us, or try to block our messages, try to block our spiritual investigative intellect, discernment from the Most High. But they can't. They're just exposing themselves. That's all. They're just letting us know that they're not creative. They're not intellectually, spiritually creative. They're jumping on our energy. They're vampiric energies, chosen ones. These are social media handlers. And 9 times out of 10, these social media handlers are being endorsed to go against us. And y'all know how I be talking about. I be in legal matters, and I be spiritually warring with any opponent, opposers, spiritual or physical. And I know what these people have done and will do. They will pay anybody to go against me. That's why the gang stalkers are doing what they do to me, because they've been paid and infiltrated, and they're most likely are agent eds, F-E eds, okay? They are social media eds. They get on this social media, and every time you go live or you do a video, they trying to negate it, and they tell on themselves because of their energy be so directed at you, chosen ones, targeted individuals, amazing, wonderful, spiritual, intuitive discerners of God, okay? So don't listen to these social media handlers. These people are being endorsed by a wicked devil, demon, witch, warlock, imp, dwarf, destiny swapper, okay? NPC, narcissistic individual, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Some of these people are the children of the devil, okay? And we know anytime that the chosen ones of God speak up, we're always going to get opposition. And these devils, they tell on themselves. And you be giving them grace, and you be trying to stay with them. Like you want to listen to them and all that. Sometimes you got to click off and unsubscribe from them mofos. Like, just because you getting a little number here and there, you was once a struggle channel. You was once authentic. Now you ain't authentic no more. You're not authentic anymore. Once you forget where you come from, I'll never forget where I come from. I'll never forget where I started from. Chosen ones of God, targeted individuals, you know where I come from. I started right here on this social media talking about women, get your license to carry. Chosen ones of God, speak up, step up, and speak up. Targeted individuals, gang stalkers are the devil that the Bible speaks of. Because anyone who takes an oath and bow down to Satan to come against you, and all you've been doing is what amazing things, and all you've been moving forward and trying to go get it and trying to make your life better, and these devil witches and warlocks and took the oath to come against you and to try to destroy your life. But they can't destroy your life, chosen ones. God will not allow them to destroy it. Yes, it may be hard. Yes, it's going to be persecution, suppression, oppression, pain. Yes, you might get physically injured and have to fight for justice. Never stop speaking up. Never stop speaking up. And if a case like that, what we're speaking of, Mr. Wells and Mr. Anthony, speak up, chosen ones. Share it. I don't care how small your channel is. Speak up for justice. And don't give a damn what these old infiltrated, paid perps, paid social handlers, paid black conscious pushers are saying. Half of them are lying. Half of them, they ain't even went through nothing. Half of them have been race baiting. Half of them been jumping on targeted individual subjects, talking about it just to make $1, and they ain't never been targeted in their life. They ain't never have a whole ed community come against them and use their resources to come against them. They ain't never had a whole entire insurance industry come against them. They ain't never had a big corporations, not just one, big corporations come against them and pay these gang stalkers to do some most atrocious things. That's why you got to test the spirit, chosen ones. That's why you have to test the spirits with all your heart, because God told us that. I don't never trust a person who will go live when IUIC is going live. I don't trust you. I really don't. Now that I see it, I'm reflecting. Anytime my brothers and prophets and bishops go on live, and then you do a live and you be talking about the Bible, and you supposed to be you are Israelite, and you speaking about Israelite and all that, and IUIC and the bishop is on, and you want to go live, you piggybacking off of their channel. That's why I say I be seeing people piggyback off of my channel. I be like, ooh, that's sad. I'll never do that. Because notifications are on all my subscribe channels that I'm subscribed to. Notifications are on. I'm on some people channels, and I know my notifications are on, and you piggybacking off of us, trying to bring that negative energy, man. But anyway, peace.